came on here to share this message, and the train is literally pulling in as I'm about to say this. There's a group of you who are depriving the world, the rest of us, of something so profound, so prophetic, so unique and poetic and filled with beauty. And that thing is you. There is a group of you out there who has a lot to say, or has something to say, some sort of value to add to the world, to the internet, and you won't do it. You won't do it. And I think what's stopping you is looking around at what's performing well and thinking, I can't do that. And it's literally irrelevant. I think that we get lost in this whole, I have to look perfect and I have to do what performs well and the numbers have to match and everything has to, kind of fit into this mold. But the more that you sit here and wait, the more that I can feel this like coming up into my throat too as I'm talking, and it makes me want to cry. The more that you sit here and you worry about what it looks like, how you present it, and how, it's going to be received is such a waste of time. It's such a waste of time. Because the more that you sit here and waste that time, the more you deprive the rest of us from what you have to say. And what if someone needs that? What if someone needs that? Because if it's coming from a place where you needed it at some point in your life, as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult, as the person you are now, if it's something that you needed to hear as early as 6 months ago, it's something worth sharing with the rest of the world. And even though it doesn't look like it right now, even though it looks like people care about the algorithm and about what, performs well and perfecting what works and what doesn't and the numbers that pull in or whatever, it's like, who cares? Who cares? And that is coming from me, who cared for a really long time. This makes me so emotional. Oh my God. The world needs you exactly as you are. The things, what I'm hearing, like the bells and whistles that come on this package, right? The bow you put on it, the glitter you sprinkle over it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're in your car. It doesn't matter if there's something weird happening in the background. It doesn't matter, if your eyelashes, your eyebrows are put, like, none of this matters. None of it matters. Because what if the thing that you have to say is so important and someone needs that so bad, and instead of you being able to help them and give them that, you're worried about what it looks like? I'm going to tell you right now that the way that it looks doesn't mean anything to the person who needs to hear it. We all know those videos that are people in their pajamas, like in their rooms, the lighting is bad, the quality is terrible, like they're using headphones to record. It's like, and it doesn't matter, because if it lands, it lands. And it doesn't matter how many people or how few people, because if you knew that it was only going to matter for 3 people on the internet, you might be like, is that worth it? But imagine if you stood in front of 3 people, literally in front of you right now, and they were like, you have no idea how much that helps me. And they're like, this is the reason I left an abusive relationship. Like, hearing this or hearing that, depending on when it is, helped me say yes to a career that I was too afraid of, or it helped me say no to the situation that I was in for a really long time, and it helped me realize that I wasn't loving myself the way that I should have been. Like, would you still keep that information to yourself if you knew that it was going to help 3 people? Or has the internet absolutely melted our brains so much that we think that it's not worth it unless 2 million people like our videos, like what we have to say? And there is this group of you that really needs to hear this, especially if you are spiritual, if you are someone who has these services that you offer to the world, someone who has these, philosophical additions to make to the internet, to the world, someone who has something profound to say, something poetic. You have no idea who this is going to impact, when it's going to impact them today, a year from now, 6 months from now, whatever. Like, you just don't know the outcome. And there could be something that, like I said, you give to somebody else that changes the entire trajectory of their life. Is it worth you making sure that it looks perfect before you post it? Do you know what I'm saying? And Spirit is just like reiterating this over and over, is that the way that it looks is irrelevant. The way that it looks is not the problem. Speak or forever hold your peace. Literally. Speak now. Because you don't need the extra things. You don't need the perfect setup. You don't need the perfect mic. You don't need, the perfect gallery wall behind you. Like, you don't need any of these things to make the message worth it, because the message is not special because of what's around it or how you record it or what it looks like. The message is special because it's your frequency that carries it. From your voice to their ears, that frequency, you are the vessel. You are the vessel. It's not the way that you look, and it's not, even for me, like in my niche, right? Like, it's not the tarot cards, and it's not the perfect setting, and it's not because I have some mystical thing in the background. Like, the message lands when it lands because those people need to hear it, and your frequency is unique, and you are the only one that can deliver it. Do you hear me? You are the only one that can deliver that. It's you. There will always be enough for everyone. This is what happens a lot in the spiritual community too, is like you see a lot of people not clapping for each other because it's what you have, I want. Because we want, all of us, we're all these, adults with these inner children living inside of us that literally are just trying to heal and cope with this pain, which is usually core wounds of rejection and abandonment, being, seen or maybe not seen if you have a witch wound, right? And so, like, it's just like, we're all trying to heal these pieces of ourselves. Like, of course we want the things that we do or say or project out into the world to have value, right? But you do not get to control whether or not it has value, how many people that it touches. And it's like, does it make your mission or your goal or whatever that you're trying to do less important and less impactful because it hit the ears of 3 people instead of 3,000? 300,000 even? I feel like we just get caught up in this performance. In spirituality, delivering messages from spirit, providing these healing messages, providing healing in some type of way to other people, providing healing, providing truth, providing mindset shifts, providing anything of value that helped you, that could help somebody else. Like, that work, it doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters that you do something with it. It matters that you do something with it. And Spirit wants to emphasize this, is that you are the vessel. The things that you have gone through and the way that you have integrated them, how much you have integrated, the way you embody your practice, the way you embody these principles that you are then telling other people about and showing them how to lead the same life full of joy and bliss and hope and peace and healing. Like, the way that you do those things is what creates your unique frequency, and nobody can imitate that. No one can be you. And the people that are meant to find you are going to find you, because Spirit does not just put random people on our For You page. I don't care if it's the algorithm or whatever you want. I don't care. You will find your people, they will find you, your message will land with them, regardless of however many people before them said the same thing, or before you said the same thing. It doesn't matter. Your frequency aligns to theirs, and it makes sense. It doesn't matter how many other people are saying it. The way you say it makes sense, and it lands. If you want to start your TikTok, do it now. If you want to start a YouTube channel, do it now. If you want to start a podcast because you feel like you have a lot to offer and a lot to say, do it now. Speak now. Because the perfect setting, the perfect situation is never going to happen. If you're waiting on perfection, you're waiting on nothing.